shit! Oh shit!
Welcome. We're live. Welcome
Chaos.
to the Cult Show, everyone.
Yeah. Oh shit! We're
Chaos.
live.
Hello. Scott pulled a fast one on us.
He's so clever.
We didn't know we were live. No, we. It was that close to not making it tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of little thingies not going. We all kept saying, "Oh shit! Oh shit!"
Oh
We
no!
forgot to do this.
And now the doggy's leaving.
Oh, Jack Bauer's had enough of this.
And my cat is sitting on my notes.
Is that a bad omen?
I don't know what that
Is that like
means.
Rain on your wedding day or something bad happens?
She's just
now?
like came and sat next to me on my notes and was like, "Yeah, I'll be here."
All right,
baby.
hang on. Can you get out or not, dog? All right, you. Oh shit! You guys talk amongst yourself for a second. I gotta let 'em out.
Okay. Hey everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cult Show. Hi, how you doing?
Okay.
The poor puppy doesn't have thumbs. He couldn't let
He
himself
couldn't open the
out.
door, but he was like scratching, and he'd be there the whole show doing it. So
Yeah, no, we don't want to do that to poor guy.
no. Anyway,
I was just saying hi to the people. You didn't miss much.
so yeah, okay, awesome. Well, we're off to a great
just saying hi.
start. So
Yeah.
let's keep it rolling.
For another casual evening at home.
Oh my goodness, exactly.
Just on a Friday.
It is a Friday, and it is Happy Hanukkah, by the way, to
Yes.
everyone, to our Jewish friends.
Right
Absolutely.
on.
Day one. That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Just don't gather with people
Sure.
to celebrate it. That's all we
Right?
ask.
No, I got to be by yourself. So, no more than 8 candles allowed, or whatever at a
Well,
time.
I think candles are
So-
okay. It's the people.
It's the people.
It's
Okay.
okay. Yeah,
All
it's
right,
fine.
thank
It's
you.
very. I know it's very confusing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna real quick say what's in our glasses,
Yes.
what we're drinking. Sandra, if I recommend, if you can, you should put some alcohol in that. So now,
I
Might be
do
that
not
kinda
have some
show.
alcohol in this, but I'm very excited. I love this product so much. I didn't get to drink it last time, and I saved it for this week's show. And it is Liquid Death Mountain Water. Murder Your Thirst. And it's just the coolest, most awesome metal water company in the world. It's awesome. And there's a whole
Liquid
they have like
Death.
yeah, they have like a whole like fun little poem like on all of their bottles about like I don't know, water wearing flesh suits. It's just a whole thing. It's so good. It's so like on brand. Liquid Death.
Liquid Death. Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What's a Seaman?
So it's
I don't know if I like
starting-
Seaman. Can we
starting to get
retire that?
kind of cold. So I've got some hot chocolate and some peppermint schnapps.
Schnapps?
Snaps.
Do you have schnapps?
So,
And I went straight to the whiskey again, and I'm doing an actual, but not an actual. It is with a hair. I got a hair in mine. I'll save that for later.
You
It's
won.
probably the puppy.
Probably the dog. I got a blood and sand with the regular way this time, except I had the bourbon instead of scotch. Traditionally, it is a scotch drink. I like the bourbon better, but otherwise, it has all the other traditional blood and sand ingredients. So go
Love
look them
it.
up if you are curious. Other
They're
than
good.
that, we're gonna drink this. We're gonna cheers, and when we come back, we're gonna have a real show.
Maybe.
we're gonna pull it together.
Maybe. We'll see.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's schnapsy.
Was it so schnapsy?
So schnapsy.
So let's see who is joining us tonight.
Who's out there, Neil?
Tonight we have Lewis.
Tonight?
Tonight, Lewis.
Hi, Lewis.
Tonight,
God.
Scott is singing.
my
We got
God.
Hungry Boy. Hello, Hungry. Hello, Lewis.
Hello, my friends.
We of course have our wonderful gals. Tonight we'll go with the Terror Twins.
Ooh, love it.
Mindy and Laura, welcome, ladies.
Nice.
And we're scrolling. Todd,
Scrolling.
hello, Todd. Thank you for coming
Hi,
back.
Todd.
We need your
Todd.
snark tonight. We need a Todd
Absolutely.
snark.
We always need it.
And of course, Macy. Hi, Macy.
Hi,
We didn't forget you
Macy.
this time, baby.
And by we, he
Aw.
means me. I'm sorry. I don't mean anything by it. I'm just old and decrepit. Give me a break.
He can't be trusted. That's
Nope.
all.
With nothing. They're trying to take my license away, but they're not to rip it out of my cold dead hands. Mark Vision's Truth. Hello, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Mark Vision's Truth.
Mark Vision's Truth, all the way from East Washington. Okay, and Michael, our good buddy Michael.
Hello, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
And finally, Enoch, it looks like.
Yeah. Enoch is here.
Enoch.
Yay! And I'm sure
Okay.
that there will be more fine friends to come.
Yeah, and if I'm missing anyone else, I apologize. Speak up and let me know that my inept reading skills.
Ineptitude. Yes. Make your presence known.
Yes, there you go. Awesome. All right. So, Sandra,
Yeah.
what happened to you this week?
Nothing good. I mean,
Right?
like, it was not a good week. But I mean, really, it was a hard week. I think it was a hard week for a lot of people. I don't know. There's something going on in the universe. It wasn't good. And then we got the really harsh stay-at-home order again, which is we play by the rules here at the Cult Show. So we're doing that. And I watched these fine films, and that's about all. I don't really have a lot of note.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's a tough
Okay.
week. It's a tough week.
Tough week. Yeah,
But we made it. Well,
we'll see. We're not over yet.
it's not over yet.
Caleb.
I got a COVID test on Wednesday. Still waiting for the results. Not
Love
because I
it.
think I have anything, just because I had some time on my hands. I'm not doing much these days.
Okay.
And you're like, I
Um,
want somebody to swab up my nose. I just want to get in there.
I wanted to see what all the fuss was about.
But they're not doing the brain anymore, right? It's just pretty much right here. Not-
Yeah, no, there. Well, I guess like I said, this was my first one. I was expecting worse. I thought there was going to be a, like in remember the movie Total Recall, where it's like shove it in your
Yes.
nose until you hear a click or a crunch. That's
Crunch,
what I was
yeah.
waiting for. But this was just
Right.
kind of like a, eh, and then the other side. Eh.
Yeah.
So it wasn't bad. It was
It's not
totally
that
easy.
bad.
So, finished reading Cujo. Excellent, loved it.
Yay.
Started reading Anne Rice's The Vampire Armand, which is book 6, I believe.
Yes.
And then I watched a lot of documentaries. I would say, if you guys have not seen Tickled on Hulu, it's about a New Zealand reporter who stumbles across an ad for athletes in endurance tickling.
I've heard of this.
It is so fucking good, but so fucking bizarre.
Yeah. And it's like people just like have like tickle parties, and it's like a sport, and it's like a whole thing.
I don't want to give
and-
too much away, but it goes
Yeah.
down a rabbit hole that you're like, holy shit. So
What's it
cannot-
called?
It's called Tickled.
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 Yes.
Like, tickle.
Okay, and what what streaming platform?
Hulu.
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 Pay
Okay.
attention, Neil.
He was probably reading chat. I do the
Well,
same thing.
you know what? We gotta focus up here. We
I'm
gotta
doing
focus
both.
up here.
and
Okay.
I
That's
think
good, 'cause
that's
I've been looking for
that's
something
everything.
new. Okay.
That is
Tickled.
everything. Yeah, Tickled.
Tickled. I'll write that down. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Like you, I didn't read or write or do my arithmetic this
Nope.
week. I didn't watch anything of note. So, which means I can talk strictly about the fact that I was looking just today at some podcast rankings, because there's this, I got this email from this company, I guess, that like does it, you
Mhm.
know, and it kind of made me go like look further into things. So we actually have some kind of decent numbers that I thought I would share because we are a transparent podcast slash YouTube show.
We
And
are?
whenever, aren't we? So
Sure.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I think
question mark.
everyone can tell I'm full of shit. I don't know.
How transparent. Okay. Okay. We love our
Anyway,
pod people. We love
we
them.
do. We love everyone. That's why I'm saying, you know, we're all going through this together. Our journey, you know, to wherever we're going to end up. Who knows? But so in the United Kingdom, we cracked the top 50 in podcasts in the film review
And
section.
we're talking about
we were 48.
we're talking about a British film tonight too for all you UK listeners.
There you go. So I thought that was kind of cool. That was I think most of these are from like I think last week maybe. In Sweden,
don't
we
do
actually
that.
were on the last week at one point we were 41, the 41st most popular podcast amongst the film review podcasts.
Yeah, that's right. We
Nice.
were. I love
It's
it.
amazing. Which was amazing. I mean, we've dropped since then because I kind of been looking now, and it's down, but that's okay. At some point, and
Sweden,
then finally,
stay with us.
I know. Come on, Sweden! For God's sakes, don't make me do a bad accent. Stay
Don't
with us.
please. No one wants that.
And then finally, in the good old United States of America, on September 20 something, September 27th, I think it was, we cracked the top 75 of
Hey.
Nice.
again, these are all film review category. Now we're like 248 or something. We're like we sunk down.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that day,
yeah,
for
yeah,
some
yeah.
reason, a bunch of people got a hold of us. I don't know why.
I
So,
love it. The gods
Cool.
smiled upon us. Love it. Yay, yay,
They
yay.
did. So I don't know what any of that means about anything, but I thought I'd just share those with you because I thought it was kind of interesting that, you know, some people are listening.
I love it. We're a good podcast. We're a great YouTube show.
Oh, and it's all because
Indeed.
of our wonderful chat.
I'm sure
They keep us
that's
going.
And
I'm
listeners.
sure that's it.
And the listeners, yes. It's everyone. Okay.
Team sport. Neil,
Team
move
sp- yeah.
on.
Okay. So, you guys,
Yes.
Jackie Kong, our friend Jackie Kong. We all know
Jackie.
Jackie, director of Blood Diner, The
We love
Being,
Jackie.
other films. So she reached out because they are having on next Saturday, which is the 19th of December, a Blood Diner holiday party in your pocket. So you basically it's a Zoom party that's going to have music and dancing, and Jackie will be there talking to everyone. So
Aw.
she reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'm doing this thing. You should come." And I said, "Okay. Can all the cult people come? The cult show, the cultists?" And she's like, "Hell yeah, of course I can." So in the description of tonight's episode, we will post the Zoom link, and then you guys take that, and then next Saturday, it's at 7:30 p.m. Pacific. We can all come together if we want via Zoom, and there'll be a Blood Diner party going on.
Love it.
So
Love it. Love it.
yes,
Love
and
it.
we'll mention it again next Friday before just to
Yeah.
remind everyone. But I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, thank
Love
you,
it.
Jackie.
Thank you, Jackie. You're so rad.
She is so rad. Okay, and that takes us to this week in entertainment history.
Do it. Let's
All right.
do it.
Here we go.
Okay.
On December 8th, 1978, The Deer Hunter was released.
Oh, it's a good film. A little intense, but I
A little
like
intense, but important film. Won Best Picture that year.
it. It did.
The same day, but in 1982, another great film, Sophie's Choice,
Oh.
premiered.
Yeah, these are not the kind you just put on for a little background noise.
No, these are the ones you have to pay attention to, and you know they make you think afterwards for sure.
They make you think, they make you cry, they make you, yeah.
Yeah, and of course, Meryl won Best Actress for that film. December 9th of 1965, the Peanuts animated special, A Charlie Brown Christmas, premieres on CBS.
Oh, we love the Peanuts, local heroes.
Local,
for
yes,
us.
absolutely. Caleb, one of our
Yes.
favorite films, on December 9th, 1990, the 23rd NAACP Image Awards crowns Coming to America Best Motion Picture for that year.
Love it.
We love our Coming to America.
We love it. Love the hell out of that movie. And then let's see on the Sandra's favorite part, people who died. On December 10th, 1978, director Ed Wood passed away.
Ah,
And we
love
know
Ed
Ed, of
Wood.
course, Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Yeah.
December 10th in 2005, the wonderful Richard Pryor passed away.
Aw.
Yes. 15 years already, man.
Mm.
Let's see. December 10th as well, but 1978 was the premiere of Richard Donner's Superman.
That's not a death.
No, we're out of the death section now. Sorry. I should have
okay.
segued us back. No more death. That's one of Michael's favorite films, if I recall. I think he's a big Superman fan from the Donner films.
You know, the entire planet of Krypton died, so that's kind of a death.
That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, Marlon Brando died that day, technically. So, sorry, Marlon.
True.
All right,
Marlon.
Here, Marlon.
Marlon and Nemo, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's one of Sandra's favorites on December 11th, 1980. Magnum PI premieres on CBS.
Yes.
I have nothing against Magnum PI.
I know you love the stash, so.
The Tom Selleck stash is a
Tom Selleck stash.
It's a legendary.
I told
stash.
producer Scott, not this Halloween, but the Halloween before, that he should go as Tom Selleck, as Magnum PI this year. I don't think
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Listen to me. Well, it already happened.
Well, I mean, there's more. There should be more Halloweens. And this one, we didn't have like a party.
We did not.
True.
So you gotta wait. It could still happen.
Okay, one more. We'll go out in style. On December 11th, 2015, Playboy published its last nude issue.
What year was that?
2015. So 5 years ago.
Wow, that's 5 years ago.
You guys, you can't hear this, but Scott went, oh, it was 5 years ago. So,
I know, it's time is just seeping through our fingers.
It is going so fast. Do you guys know who was on the cover?
I don't remember. No.
I was.
It was Caleb. Yes. Spread Eagle Caleb was there.
On the cover.
On the cover. Did you see that Celine Dion picture in our profile?
Yeah.
That was
me doing that.
That was based off of your shoot. Yes.
He was doing the full goat, the whole thing. So
the Batwing.
The full goat? I don't know.
Yeah. It's from Waiting, the film Waiting. Go check it out.
Oh, I didn't like that movie.
Anyway, it was Pamela Anderson.
Okay.
That's it.
Right on.
Okay. That is the week.
Oh my God.
History.
Did that have more important things on it? Because I'm really worried that it did.
No, nope.
Okay.
That's page 103. Page 103.
I don't trust you tonight.
You shouldn't.
Like really like on it. Yeah.
I'm a lone wolf.
I'm a lone wolf, Dottie.
That's right. I'm a rebel, Dottie. A loner.
Oh, so good. So good.
And then finally, new subscribers this week. We had a goose egg. So
where'd they go?
I don't.
Come on,
I don't
subscribers.
Know. I know. People in Sweden. I don't know.
What happened?
They didn't step up.
Come
back. Okay. I hand the reins to Sandra.
All right. Okay. We're starting over. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. We're good. Welcome to our Huh? No. We're not starting over. Welcome to Scott is such a card. He's such a card. Well, I was doing a whole thing. Welcome to our International Horror Holiday episode. International Holiday Horror episode. Anyway, we're going to review 3 films that are all holiday themed and all not from the good old Freedom Eagle US of A. We're branching out into unknown territories.
Yes.
Yes.
For sure.
So we're going to just kind of, talk about these a little bit, not quite as in depth as we normally do. And are we spoiling them? Are we doing spoilers?
Yeah, I thought. Well,
We're doing
I,
we're doing spoilers. I don't know. I don't know.
I
We
don't
don't
think I
have
should
to.
decide anything anymore tonight.
I know. We don't
Okay,
have
perfect.
to. I don't know. We can try
We're,
not to, but no promises. How's that?
no no promises. So we are doing The Children, which I'm going to talk about first. We are doing Rare Exports, and we are doing a film that has like 5 names, but basically dial code Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Is that
Yes.
word Père Noël 36.12. There's
1-5.
1-5. Okay. So to kick us off, let me
Oh,
tell you about
oh
2008. Oh, what's wrong?
no, sorry,
What
I spilled my
what's
drink.
happening?
I spilled my drink.
Oh no, it spilled all over your notes. I know it. It
Oh
spilled
God,
all over the soundboard. It spilled everywhere.
take my eyes, but save the whiskey. Go ahead.
Oh my
Sorry.
god. Okay. I'm going to start us off by talking about 2008's The Children. This is a British horror movie for our new friends. Maybe this will get us like back into like the top like 45 on the UK again if we just keep talking about British movies.
Yes.
Will that make you love us,
Well,
UK?
that, and then if we do the French, and then yeah, Norwegian or whatever. I mean, we got it, man.
Finland. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is directed by Tom Shankland, and the screenplay was also by Tom Shankland from a story by Paul Andrew Williams. So this was technically my pick. This is a little bit of almost a hidden gem that I found a few years ago. And I don't really talk about it a lot on here, but I am a big creepy kid fan. I love creepy kid movies, good ones, bad ones, everything in between. And especially when it's these adorable little puppets, these little English children with their precious little voices. So this is the story of 2 adult sisters who come together with their families, a brood of children out in a beautiful estate out in the country for the week between Christmas and New Year's. And with all of these children, something runs afoul. The kids become ill, and when they become ill, they become murderous.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
As
And
as most kids do during the holiday season.
that is from a parent, people. In case you have forgotten, 2 out of the 3 of us are breeders. I am not a breeder, but the other 2 are. So they
And I've
I'm
got my
sure
papers.
he does,
Yes.
ladies. He does. Um
He's bona fide.
so I find
I'm a
this movie
show dog.
very fun. I don't know. Like I'm not going to say it's like reinventing the horror or creepy kid genre, but I find this movie extremely fun. I find some really cool, gross, creepy imagery in this film that really stuck with me. The blood spreading through the snow, when the glass is falling on the xylophone. There's a great head wound in this movie. There's a great stomach wound in this movie. There is a bone, a compound fracture. And if you guys know producer Scott, one thing he cannot stand is eye trauma and compound fractures in movies. And this one has both.
Yeah, it's
Perfect. He should be watching this film then. Like
he did watch it, yeah.
while eating. Oh, good. Like while eating porridge or something, you know.
While eating your because that's what British people
listening
eat is
to
porridge.
listening
Yeah.
to the little kids go, "Mom,
Mummy,
I
mummy.
don't feel good, Mummy."
I
Mummy.
don't feel Polly's scaring me. And it's because Polly's creepy as fuck. That's why Polly's scaring you.
Mummy, I have to take a poo.
This movie also has a little bit of that family drama, familial tension stuff that I love because I hate families. So I love it when they have like awkward and intense moments. I'm just like the teenage girl in this movie who's just like ha ha ha, like watching it like a tennis match when the adults are like, kind of passive aggressively insulting each other and stuff. Chef's kiss. um what did you guys think? What did you guys think of The Children?
Go ahead, Caleb.
I didn't love it. I didn't hate it either, but
You're making the children sad, Caleb.
I know, I'm an asshole. No, I'm not sure what I wanted. I wanted more, and I had some questions, and I wasn't sure if I missed something. Like the dynamic between the dad and the teenage daughter. Um, there was like tension there, and I wasn't sure why. And the way that dad treats his wife when she's got a broken leg, a compound fracture. Sorry. I was like, wait, what? Why is he doing that?
I
Things
think
like
you
that.
did
But
miss some things.
okay, all right.
Because that is her stepdad.
Okay, see, I did not catch
Yeah.
that at all. That was a
So there
stepchild.
was
So
No,
there
me
was
either.
that, and
okay, good. Then I'm
was
glad it
ups-
wasn't just me.
and he was upset at his wife after she broke her leg because, well, the compound fracture, whatever you want to call it, because by the time he finds that out, they also now know that she killed Polly. So
Okay.
that's why he's
Okay.
being
Right,
all
right.
That's why he's
weird
okay.
towards her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
Scott says the tension is because he's a knob.
He is a knob.
Well, he
He's
was
a
total
knob.
knob.
Yeah,
Total
not going
knob.
to argue that
Oh
point,
my
'cause
God.
he
And
really was. He was a tool.
him and his
But they all kind of
Chinese
were,
medicine. Oh yeah, they are. They are kind of suburbanites from like a little snapshot in time of like, like the different parenting styles, and you get to gold star, or like
Right.
yeah.
And that was probably it too. Like I don't know, screaming kids like that just sort of like I don't find that fun, because sometimes that's just life, and so seeing it in a movie, you're just kind of like, oh God, all right, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. The screaming is a lot of the tension building
Right.
in this film, is because there's such chaos, such madness, and trying to keep everybody and everything straight.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was the relationship between the teenage girl
Yes.
and
And
the
the uncle?
sister's husband, the uncle.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was like getting just like creepier and creepier.
Yes.
Kind of
Yeah.
kind of thing with
Well,
that.
just the way
so.
he greets her, like, "Hey, how's it going? The bar is over there.
Oh, yeah,
have all the alcohol you want." You're like, "Wait,
Yeah.
what?"
He gives her whiskey. He gives her weed. He's very flirtatious with her. She even tells her friends it's her horny uncle.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
but
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she
He's a
was. It's
creep.
not like she was trying to stop it in its tracks either. You know what I mean? It was I think she
she's
was
a child. She's a child. He's
no,
the adult.
but I mean, what I'm saying is she was playing into it to get whatever she could out of him. Whether it was the alcohol or the special treatment to get the phone service, whatever it was, kind of thing. It just seemed like she was playing him. Whatever. It was just it was uncomfortable. It made me uncomfortable. So,
It's supposed to.
but it's
Yeah.
supposed to, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Caleb said, then there were a lot of screaming children. I had that in my notes. like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
lots
The
of
chaos.
screaming. I have too much screaming. like it was kind of like
So much
Right.
screaming.
Mine
They're
too
just-
much.
Mine says screaming children with British accents.
Yeah. That's what I say. I mean, they're screaming all the time because it's just like it's just fucking chaos.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what's happening? Who's an infected? Who's just obnoxious? I don't
Right.
know.
Right. Yeah. And of course, it's chalked up that it's Christmas and they've had candy and they're excited and they're, which, I mean, I've been there, you kind of loosen the reins a little bit, during this time of year, but it doesn't make it fun to be a parent sometimes.
That's why Caleb doesn't give Neil and I candy anymore in his studio episodes.
That is
This
true.
true.
Also, what this film does have good, what I really liked was the different impalings that the children have.
Yes.
So there's a couple good,
Yes.
children being impaled on sharp objects, which I quite enjoyed.
There's
So
good
especially-
gore. There's good like creepy little
Yeah, they
stuff.
did a good job with especially the impaling parts. It was good. Like there's one in the gut, one in the head, kind of thing. So
the head flap. I always
oh yeah,
see
the head flap from the uncle. Yeah.
God, and just I get really excited like when I watch this movie because I love the little like the kids like like kind of giggling, and then it's like, oh, where's the body? Where's the body? And like producer Scott can attest, I get like really excited. I'm like, because they drag it into the tent and they stick a towel in him. It's
That's
so
right.
fucked up. It's so gross.
It's like a bone tomahawk. In the tent.
Yes.
So
So
I
that seems
like
to be
them.
like a theme with things being put in the stomach or on the stomach, because the teenage girl's tattoo is like
Yes.
a baby,
a
tattooed
fetus.
sort of down here on her
Right.
stomach, and there's the doll head inserted, and then there's the little stick figure that they want to insert into someone, and
Right. Yeah.
so
So
There's this
that's a running theme
child.
through the
Yeah,
entire.
it's like a child in the stomach, a child in the womb sort of theme.
Right.
do you think
Yes.
it so you brought that up, Caleb, the tattoo that the oldest gal
The
had on her,
teenager. Yeah.
the teenager on her stomach, just was that symbolizing that she had an abortion perhaps, or
Oh
was it
my God, Neil,
strictly
did you even watch this movie?
yeah? No,
Okay,
I guess not.
she explains the tattoo twice.
Okay, but
It's
she
because
adopted.
she was supposed to be aborted
Oh, she was
and
supposed to be.
it
Okay. Oh,
didn't
that she was
work.
an accident. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, and it didn't work. So that's like her little fuck you tattoo to her family, to her
Got it.
mom. Yeah. I also
And the
like
uncle
any.
says, "I like the tattoo."
Oh, exactly. Of course, he's like sitting there drinking. I like the tattoo. It's like he's also a knob, but he's a knob in
Yep.
a different way. He's not a knob with Chinese medicine. He's just like he obviously thinks he's like I'm the coolest dad in the world. I'm such a cool dad. Blah. Yeah.
Yes. There were several parts of the film because of the editing that I didn't quite know what was happening. Like it was some quick edits and cuts on things, and I couldn't exactly see, okay, what just happened there? Because when you have kids involved in action, you can't actually have them doing things. So a lot of times there was like a cut or a quick shift to something. And I was like, wait, what happened? Like who just did what there? Kind of thing. So I don't know if you guys saw that at all.
No, I
But
mean, obviously, you and I both have missed things during this movie, so I don't know. Maybe the volume was
Um,
low. Maybe it's
I'm still
because Shutter on my TV doesn't have
I'm
a
super bothered.
subtitle
Like why did I even
option.
watch your guys' movies? Like you clearly like just did not even watch my fucking film. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm not even saying it, I disliked it. I was just saying there were some points with the way they cut the film that my old senses couldn't keep up with it. Perhaps maybe that's what it was. So, but
I also love a good ambiguous ending as
yes, but
well.
I like the ending
Yes.
for sure. Yep.
So I guess we
I
are doing
love it.
spoilers.
I love that girl when she gets crammed at the end between the cars when she gets whacked and then
Miranda.
yeah, and then her blood staying down as
Yeah.
she slides down. That was really cool. There's plenty of this, and I love, like you said, I love blood on snow. Very nice
Yeah.
imagery. Always love that. I mean, that's two
And
contrasting colors, and I mean, it's great. So
and as a non-breeder, I always think it's interesting when you have these tensions in films with like, should the kid be killed? Should the kid not be killed? What does it take for a parent to like kill their crotch goblin? Like I love that
yes,
theme in any movie.
yeah,
Crotch goblin is a scientific term.
that is. I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah.
in the dictionary.
Yeah.
So, but Sandra, tell us how you really feel about the family unit.
The nuclear family is a poisonous affair.
All right, is that it for that film? Are we moving on?
Yeah.
I think we need to start
Let's.
doing more accents because we have all these foreign films we can do British
Oh,
accents.
it's perfect. And our international audience, they're gonna friggin' love it. They're gonna love it. They're gonna be like, oh, they're so good at our accent, honey.
They will no, they'll just come back. They'll do
say.
American accents. They'll come back to us, and go, "Hey, Bobby,
Yeah, and
what
do
are
like
you
really
doing?"
they do like really hard consonants, and that's us.
Right,
Yeah.
it is. What you doing there? So, Caleb, What do you got?
So my pick was a little film from Finland, and it's 2010's Rare Exports. Um, and I apologize, I cannot pronounce any of these people's names. So anyway, here goes. A young boy named, and I think it's like the equivalent of Peter, thinks a secret mountain drilling project near his home in northern Finland has uncovered the tomb of Santa Claus. However, this a monstrous evil Santa, unlike the cheery Saint Nick of legend. When Peter's father captures a feral old man in his wolf trap, the man may hold the key to why reindeer are being slaughtered and children are disappearing.
Okay.
So this movie was sort of a spin-off from a 2003 short called Rare Exports Inc. and a 2005 short by the same director, Rare Exports Inc. Safety Instructions. Both of these shorts, by the way, are on YouTube if you want to check them out. They're worth the 10 minutes each, I think. They're very well done. I think there's definitely some money put behind it, but anyway, I heard about this movie probably back in 2000 and maybe 11 or 12. Some theater friends of mine, I just absolutely adored it once I finally saw it. I love the idea of this old creepy Santa Claus being buried under a mountain, people digging it out, how you have to be nice, how someone has the instructions of, don't cuss, don't smoke, wash behind your ears. I thought that was a very nice touch. And then the naked old elves.
You don't even know they're elves for a long time.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. Would you guys, had you guys seen this before, by the way? You had?
I had my first
You
time.
had not. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I absolutely adore this movie. I cherish it. I think it's lovely. I'm from Finland. Well, I was born here, but not other people in my family. So there's not a lot of Finnish films that kind of creep into our pop culture lexicon as quite as much as this one does, and this is a beloved film. It is a bit of like a hidden gem. A lot of people haven't seen it, but you'll be hard pressed to find a lot of horror fans that don't enjoy this movie is what I've found. I think Pietri is like absolutely adorable. He is just so delightful. Um, it's funny because when producer Scott, who knows my family, watched this, he was like, "Oh my god, your family is so Finnish." And it's like, yeah, there's just like things in this movie that's like, that's a Finland thing, that's a Finnish thing. Yeah, that's what we do. That's like really fun for me. I love a creepy woven child doll moment. We do not get enough of those.
Those are pretty
In
creepy.
movies today. The Santa elf dudes are they're so gross until they get all spiffied. This film is a delight. This film is an absolute delight.
Yeah, I concur 100%. I thought it was fantastic.
Okay.
So I've seen it on the streaming services for what, years, I guess.
Yeah.
And just never stopped on it. But yeah, thank God, Caleb, you picked it because I thought it was wonderful. I mean, like you said, Sandra, Pietri, I just think he's just freaking adorable, man. I love how he wears that helmet the whole time,
His
kind of like
protection.
The helmet and the ass guard from
and
the
the
Spartans.
cardboard thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I don't know.
So sad.
I love how that kid, that actor, just the whole thing, and I mean, the grown men that are just very childlike in their own ways when dealing with what's happening to them in this town, and this,
Yeah.
if you can call it a town, in this
It's kind of an outpost. Yeah.
kind of thing. But yeah, I thought of the three films you picked, this is probably the best one, I would say.
I would say it's probably the solidest
Yeah,
film.
I mean, as far as production value and everything, I think really a story. It was a great film. I would have loved to have seen the actual Krampus type, the character, the
Right.
Santa, the anti-Santa, whatever.
Right.
Would have loved to
Oh,
actually have
it's
seen
Santa.
that.
It's
It's
Santa. He's
Santa.
just an
Okay.
ass. Yeah.
Got it. So it'd been really
Yeah.
cool. I was kind of hoping to see him, melt and crack out, and maybe of the ice, not crack out like, but
Not be cracked
give me some
out.
pipe, give me some crack. Not
Yeah.
kind of crack, but
That's cracked out past tense is how you mean.
Right.
We want to see him crack out.
crack out of the ice he was frozen
Yeah.
in, and then maybe wreak a little havoc. But anyway, but otherwise, it was a great film. I really enjoyed it, and I recommend it.
Yeah.
I like the relationship between Pietri and his dad too, and how they're kind of on their own, and it's
Yeah.
they live in a very kind of tough environment, and I do like this kind of obviously that's not the way everybody in Finland lives, is like how this town does, but they're pretty rural, and so it's just very interesting, like they're so dependent upon the reindeer and upon all these things, and to see their little part of the town kind of come together to band together. I love too that the adults are a little slow to catch on, but they don't really need a lot. They're just like,
No.
yep, it's a fucked up Santa. Let's do this. And it's like,
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah. No,
It's-
they were down to go.
yeah, they're like, it's cool. We're gonna put an end to this. Yeah.
All it
it's-
takes is one naked man, one naked old
Yep.
man running around. And
Yeah.
there they go.
And they got their guns and their
And I would
Yep.
say too, of all these films, especially this one, this is one you could watch with your family and friends who are not like horror fans too. I think it has a lot of crossover, appeal. Because it's
Yeah.
actually pretty wholesome.
Yeah. No, I would, I wish they would make a sequel to it. I want to know what happens next,
I've heard threats of an American remake, and I would hate that.
Of
Part of the
course,
charm
but-
of this movie is that it is in Finland. Like,
Right.
I would not like this movie if it was American. I would be like, this movie sucks. I don't like American Christmas movies except Elf. But would be me. So
That would be you. You wouldn't even watch it.
I would watch it.
You're like, no, there's not enough.
No.
There's not enough kids. No enough
Where's
British
the-
kids.
Oh,
Where's
no,
the
watch it,
screaming
Mommy.
children? Where's the screaming children? Where's the compound fractures?
Please, sir, I'd like some more. More?
Some more head wounds.
Some more gingerbread.
Some
Oh, yeah, I
more
love-
porridge. That's Oliver. Food,
Oliver-
glorious food.
Oliver is horrifying for completely different reasons.
Is it? Why is that?
Oliver's awful.
Is it musical or you mean the story?
The story's awful. The music is awful.
No, not the music. Come on.
Oh, producer Scott
back
hates
me
that.
up.
No, producer Scott hates Oliver.
Well, Scott, he's drunk. What does he know? He's been burping in our ears. We don't know what's
He's
going on with him.
He's a drunken Santa from a mall. What does he know?
he's just a bearded drunken freak.
Wow, that.
Oh.
that
I
was a
mean,
little
Santa.
harsh.
Do with a
Santa
drunken
bearded. Anyway,
Defend
Make me
yourself.
turn my mic on.
no, I meant like a Santa beard. I'm sorry, Scott. I didn't mean that like a Santa beard. So,
I don't know,
Anywho.
it's kind of out there now. You called Scott a freak, and it's just he's gonna make horrible things happen to you on the show.
I know
now.
I'm worried. All of a sudden, my screen's gonna go black. It's just gonna be nothing. Bye.
Go towards
Okay.
the light, Neil.
Yes. Are we moving on then? Is that it for rare export?
Let's
I
move
think-
on.
I think that was all I had. Yeah.
Good pick, Caleb. Thank you
Oh,
very much. Thank you
thank
for
you.
making me watch.
I'm
that,
glad you
finally.
enjoyed it. So
Yeah. I gotta do better at watching newer stuff, Okay. So
That's
my
old
pick.
too.
Sorry. It's 10 years. For me, that's new. I have underwear older than 10 years. So I mean it's pretty new to me. But okay. My pick was Dial Code
Gross.
Santa Claus. I know. / Deadly Games / Game Over / apparently Hide and Freak. So
This movie has a
Um,
lot of names. It goes by
it
many
does.
names. Wears a
It
lot of
does.
hats.
So some of you who attended the cult film series last year, we did show this film because it became available to us last year, thanks to the American Genre Film Archive. So as soon as they made it available, I grabbed it and we showed it because it had not been available basically until 2018. It was like maybe like some bootleg VHS tapes, but that was about it. So, what's amazing? There was an actual 4K Blu-ray available now of this film that you can purchase,
Oh,
which will be
wow.
linked below in our description. But anyway,
Fun story. I'm sorry because you
yeah,
said it.
yeah.
We watched this with Grammys last year at the
Oh,
cult
was it with
show.
Gremlins? Okay.
Yeah, and you guys weren't there. And I had to I did the whole intro by myself at the cult show and talked to the people. And do
Where
you
was
remember
I at?
that? You guys were at the Christmas party for your work.
Oh, I work at a Christmas party.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
thank you,
so
Sandra. I forgot about
it
that.
was me. It was me holding it down.
Well,
You
thank
held
you.
it.
I'm sure you
Thank
did
you.
an awesome job.
It was
Did
a
you stay?
different time.
Did you stay and watch this film that night, or did you leave?
I didn't stay for the whole film.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you stay
But
for any of the
this
film?
I stayed for the opening credit.
Oh, okay. Credit, the very first one.
But I sure as hell watched it this time.
Okay, we'll see. All right. This film, I have so the child. Okay, here you go.
All right.
Thomas de Fremont, a child prodigy obsessed with tinkering and action films, lives in a secluded and high-tech mansion with his widowed mother, Julie, his diabetic and partially blind grandfather, Pappy, and his pet dog, JR. Thomas unknowingly makes contact with a local derelict while reaching out to Santa. The crazed derelict then pays a visit to Thomas for a thrilling game of cat and mouse. So, this film, the very first thing that I think about this film is mullet. Mullet.
Oh, it's an epic mullet.
I know. It was like, oh, look, it's baby Neil.
It's true.
Cute
I came
Epic
out of my
mullet.
mother with a mullet.
I
So-
actually have in my notes epic mullet.
Epic mullet. Yes, there you go.
Because it is.
It is. No, it is. So the lead child, Thomas, basically is this incredibly smart child who is also incredibly rich, so he can do and make whatever he wants. And he has basically created an entire house just to make himself happy because his mom goes to work and she's like what, like the president of this toy.
She's the manager
of the world.
of department store. Yeah.
Just a manager? She's got to
I
be more
believe
than that.
in the translation at least it's manager, but I don't know what that is
Oh,
equating
I always
to.
got the feeling
Yeah.
she was the owner. Her,
Yeah,
her and her
I think
husband.
she's
husband
like,
passed,
yeah.
and she inherited it.
I'm just
whole
telling
thing.
you what the subtitles told me.
Based on that giant house they lived in.
Well, his father's in the military. We know this because he has his dog tags.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
Neil, do you watch these things?
I do,
My
but apparently
God.
with one eye open, I think.
He's like,
I'm kind of like, yes, yes.
I'm sorry. Go on. Keep talking about
Okay.
this film.
Anyway, so so when I first saw this film is when the American Genre Film Archive, or the AGFA, made it available last year. I got a screener from them, watched it, and I kind of fell in love with it. I thought it was really charming, really cute. And all the 80s, it's a huge 80s film in every way. And that's what they play up in it because the boy Thomas, he's all about Rambo and all those 80s action films. And so I just thought it was a really fun film. It's a happy film, except then it gets like really dark in certain parts. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden you kind of like, oh, this is fun. And all of a sudden like dead dog. And you're like, whoa, dude, that was kind of violent. So
Tone of this movie is real weird.
mhm,
Real weird.
it is.
Yeah. You're expecting like just schlocky, 80s goodness. And no, it goes beyond that.
And
That dog
this
thing
was
was
19
really out of nowhere.
And this was 1989 too, so
Yeah.
it's we're kind of coming out of it. Thomas, Thomas, presu bébé, l'enfant. I love Thomas so
Oh,
much.
wee.
Yes, I'm sorry. I do not speak languages very well, but I try. I
Especially
try to
English.
s- I try to speak English, French, and Spanish in that order, and it's not successful. He's absolutely precious, adorable. I loved him.
Yes.
Um, I think this movie is very cute, very weird. Like it's weird.
I
It's
know
so
we keep
weird.
saying that, but if
Yeah.
you've seen it, you know.
And of course, you will often hear this as like described as a darker, weirder Home Alone too, because of course
Yep.
Home Alone came out the next year, 1990, and they actually almost did like a suit. They
Yeah.
didn't they try
Yep.
against Home Alone, and it's funny because it's like they did rip them off though they did
Yeah.
because even in Home Alone, the family goes to France for God's sake.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And I'm a bit of a francophile and I like French horror movies and French weird things. So I'm like, how dare you do my deadly games like that? How dare
AKA
you?
Dial Code Santa Claus, AKA
AKA
Game
game
Over.
over. Yeah. We will I don't mean to jump to the end, but the ending is so abrupt.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And there's something in the translation of the last line that it makes it even more like, okay. Because he's like, yeah, I should have been good. And it's like, and then it's like, end. And it's like, okay. That's how he wasn't the real Santa. So,
Right.
no,
I don't think
Tama?
he does know
Okay.
that though. I think that's
No,
why
but I
it's
mean, this Santa goes to extreme lengths. I mean, this man's already crazy, and then
Yeah.
he basically loses his goddamn mind trying to defeat this child. Oh, I
Yes.
kicked my camera.
I love the, what do you call him? The Santa, the deranged man. I just
Oh, so weird.
he's so God, he's like eerie and weird and like,
Yeah.
what's that word? He's like
He's dirty.
imagine
dirty.
Zach Galifianakis, but French.
He's just
That's
he's
what he looks
slimy.
like.
Skeezy. He's skeezy.
Skeezy. He's
Yeah,
skeezy.
he's
Well,
skeezy.
and what's with this weird skeezy message board, which, as Palou says, is like it's for perverts. Where little kids like send like an IM, basically like,
So
"Hi, is this
isn't it
Santa?"
so yeah, so it's called the Minitel. And it's like it's the first what, like online chatting kind of thing?
It's kind
Right.
of a message board chat room thing.
But you can just chat to like any public phone Minitel booth in random Paris, wherever the hell they are, and
Well,
like
and then he's putting quarters in it too to pay for it, or not quarters, but
Yeah,
francs.
franc. He
he's
puts it on
putting some sort
franc.
of a coin
So
into
it's a
yeah,
coin operated internet system, like in a mall or something, and he just ends up chatting with Thomas
yeah.
at home.
Yes. I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, that's something we didn't have in America, clearly. But where
No,
you could just, instead of making a phone call at a public area, you could type in. I mean, essentially,
I
like you could chat or
yeah, it's basically
America
like
Online,
early.
Instant Messenger,
It's
AIM.
like early internet days where we were all in
Yeah.
chat rooms and yeah, and like and exactly like all of those things. Yeah, there's just gonna be pervy, skeezy men on them. like,
Yes.
like it's just that's like their fucking Willy Wonka chocolate factory. Like to be able to get on there and be like, "I'm Santa," blah, blah, blah. Like gross,
Yeah.
gross, gross,
But
gross.
oh man. So okay, yeah. So it's hysterical because the skeezy guy, he Mr. Skis, basically he go he goes to the mom's toy store, applies that day to be Santa, gets the job, abruptly smacks a girl for saying she doesn't like his face, gets fired, and then says, "I'm gonna go to this lady's son's house and kill him because I'm pissed off that they fired me for smacking a kid."
Yeah,
And then he does it, and then it's just like the
yeah,
dude's whacked. The dude is whacked.
yeah. It's like again, and it's like it's like funny when we're talking about it, but it's so weird when he smacks the girl. Like again, because we have like these cute scenes of
Hmm.
Tama working out and playing and being so cute and imaginary. and he's, he asks all these big questions, but he still believes in magic. He's just so adorable. And then it'll be like the weird skeezy man and the scrapes they get into. I I I've never seen anything like this.
Yes,
No.
it's the dichotomy. It's like, or the juxtaposition, whatever you want to call it, of cuteness to like pure it's not horror, but of
Skis? I don't
skis,
know.
yeah, violence. I don't know.
It's a totally new genre. It was a one-off that they never
Yeah.
did anything in
The ski subgenre. We should
genre
bring it
ever
up.
again.
We like it.
And I looked up, and I can't remember his name, but the actor who played Tomas, he did not do a lot of films.
His
But
name is, I have it here somewhere.
yeah, but now according to IMDb, he works in effects.
Oh, really?
In like digital effects and stuff, which
Good
is
for
really
him.
cool.
His
Yeah.
name is Alain Lalani.
So I have written down though at the time it was Musi, like Elaine Musi.
Oh,
And then
okay.
maybe he changed it
Oh,
later.
Elaine Musi. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Interesting. I loved Pappy.
Yeah, oh god. So and that
I
was so
love
adorable. The
him.
relationship between him and his grandfather.
Oh my
Like, he kept
god, it was
kissing
so
his
wonderful.
grandfather in the head. It was so nice. It was
It's
very
so cute.
heartwarming.
I like the relationship with him with his mother too. Like I think it's very like I don't know, it's just very wholesome. Those moments.
They were really nice. That's what I'm saying. This
Yeah.
movie is so weird because at one minute you're just like you're just sitting there all happy and glowy and like holiday cheer, and then like something, and then the kid's trapped on the side of the building like crying for his mommy.
For his
It's just
mom.
Oh
like,
my god. And that goes on for a really long time, like awkwardly long, as
Yes.
he's having a panic attack on the side of a fucking building.
Yes.
And it is like those Home Alone vibes, but it's different because like the wet bandits of
Yes.
Home Alone,
No.
they're kind of hapless, whereas
Yes.
this guy is like I said, he starts out insane and he just becomes like creepy, like scenes where he's like talking really quiet and he's like I'm gonna get you, and like it's
By the end though, he's like the Terminator. He keeps going and coming and coming, but so
my god, and the dog dying is horrifying.
oh, I know, it's
Fucking
really
horrifying.
bad.
He
It's-
beats the dog and then
He
kills
kicks it like a few
Yeah.
times, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
many times.
And it's like, I don't know how you fake that. It really looks like they kicked the dog.
Right.
I mean, it was a computer generated image. I don't know. I wanna
No,
think
but
it
you saw
was.
their computer generated technology at the time when he's like mapping the house on his like
Oh, his-
generation 1 Apple Watch that is like this
yeah.
big.
He calls it like his wristband or it's some weird translated thing where it's like I don't think that's what it is, but okay.
it's like Last Starfighter effects, but-
yeah.
But
Can we?
no.
We need to talk about the song.
Okay, but real quick though, can I say the chat? So they're having a
Yes.
good time with us.
With skis.
Yeah, with skis. So apparently skis is a new word because you got Hungry Boy saying skeezer claws. And then Hungry Boy says, "Parlez-vous skis ice?" Skis.
Skis-a.
Francois. Skis ice. What I can't say.
Parlez-vous
it.
français? Yeah.
Thank you,
Parlez-vous
Francois.
skis-a, yeah.
Skis-a. There
Oh
you go.
my-
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
I couldn't do it without that.
No.
And then Ebba Skeezer Scrooge, says Lewis.
I like that one.
Skeezer Scrooge. Very nice. When the Skeezer stole Christmas, says Todd.
That's another alternate title.
Hungry Boy, it's a wonderfully skeezy life.
That would be the skeezy man's like. It's like if we were to make a film about me, this is what it would be called.
Okay, Sandra, pop quiz. What is my favorite snack along these lines?
A skis it.
Oh man.
As long
Skis.
as long as you're not eating skeezels.
Ew. That sounds worse.
Zombie flavored skeezels?
Yeah, I like a skis it more. Okay, but really, we
Okay,
have to
now
talk.
the song. Talk about the skeezy song.
We
Yes,
have to talk about this incredibly bizarre song
the
that
bizarre.
is really long during. Oh God, here it comes. During his montage where he buries his fucking dog and like makes
Yes.
his like little splint.
Merry Christmas. Don't change, kids, stay with us.
I hope it's
Oh my
worth
God,
being
YouTube's
demonetized for
yeah,
this.
it's gonna kick us off. Talk over. We have to talk over
it quick.
Okay, so this is a real person that recorded this bizarre song.
Bonnie
Explain.
Tyler, the Bonnie Tyler of the Total Eclipse of the Heart. Basically, the French, probably a producer, said, "Hey, we got this great song. We want sung in English for whatever reason. Bonnie Tyler, you do it."
Bonnie
Who
Tyler
cares?
was free.
She was free.
Like,
She apparently
she's
had
like,
a bunch of
yeah.
she had a bunch of frogs in her throat that day when she recorded this thing.
Oh my God, she sounds so. And she's a talented lady. I love Total Eclipse of the Heart. And the lyrics are inane.
They are. The lyrics are.
Happy birthday, Christmas.
Yeah, happy birthday. Welcome, Holy Jesus. Although you reign on earth, who can understand why even a child learning the truth always learns pain? Why does he have to cry to become a man?
I can't. People.
What does that even mean? And what does that have anything to do with Christmas?
And
Oh,
it's
no.
over this. It's over this like really like synthy, like, and then she's like doing
Yes.
like this breathy interpretation.
And then, so here, okay, and then the even better, wanted Mr. Xmas. Not even Christmas, Xmas.
Yes.
Reward little Jesus. Kids don't grow up like us. You could change the plan. Here comes the darkness. Time to be sad. Here comes the rain. Please don't leave him hopeless. To become a man. To become a man. To become a man. It's like, what? It's
You
like,
know that in French, this has got to come across really, really well. But in the English translation, because they sing it in English,
Yeah.
it adds to the mythos of this film. It
I know.
really does.
You're right. So
Yeah.
the French people who didn't understand English were just like, this must be some deep shit right here that's being sung to us. So
And it's a
some
lot about the baby Jesus,
baby Jesus. But
the Christmas Jesus.
I think the French, whoever wrote this song, whatever French guy was just sitting here, he's like, "Oh, I'm going
my
to go
God,
on
stop.
the Minitel. I'm going to
Oh my
go
God.
on the Minitel machine."
Stop. You're going
So-
to get us. You're going to get the French angry at us. Stop it. And I love them.
The French hate us already, if you haven't
They
noticed.
don't.
So-
They do not. Oh my God. They hate you. Please, French people, direct all this anger to Neil.
At Little Miss Monster on Instagram.
Neil, I love you. Oh my God.
Anyway, the song makes no sense. The lyrics make no sense. But Bonnie Tyler got paid a lot of money.
Makes no sense, but we love it.
No, but we love it. I think it's a great. I don't know. I think it's hysterical. It's such a crazy film.
Yeah. No,
I
I
just
had
said I
never,
like it.
I
We all
had
love
never
it.
seen this before, and thank you so much, Neil, for picking this because
I love it. It's
I now
just so
I now have another
crazy.
Christmas movie to watch every year besides Die Hard and Rare Exports.
Oh,
It's
good. I'm glad.
bizarre. It's bizarre. It's skeezy. It's fun. It's at times oddly wholesome.
It's skeezy, but in a good way. It's
Yeah,
a good
it's
skeezy.
Well, the skeezy isn't good.
Yes. So we have. So Hungry Boy says the French guy who wrote those lyrics had seen too many Jerry Lewis flicks. Oh man. Todd says the podcast is tanking in France now.
No.
For sure. Oh
I
man.
love you.
Then Michael says the French will just surrender anyhow if they're mad. So there you go. Okay. All right. Oh, good times. So there you go, guys. There are 3 international Christmas films that we recommend. to you guys. Go check them out. They're all good fun.
International Holiday Horror.
Thank you. International Holiday Horror. All right, and they'll be linked below, of course, because we're who was for 5 cents. For the franc, for the what, pence, whatever they have.
The euro.
It's a euro, but what? And then what's in Finland? I don't even know what Finnish money is called.
I don't either.
I'm so confused by all of Europe and the money now. I don't know. I don't know who's what. I don't know what's where.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know why we still have coins in America. I don't know.
That's a good point. That's a good question. There's a shortage of them. Did you guys hear there's a shortage of coins?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe anything. It sounds like skis.
It does sound like skis. It's a skeezy coin plot.
Yeah. It's something to do with your reptilian elite brethren, I have no doubt.
Oh yeah, we are for sure. We are hoarding all of the nickels and the dimes.
All the coins. The reptilian
And the
elite.
pennies.
They have all the metal monies.
All the metal monies.
I knew it, because you have to sleep on it because of your scaly bodies.
Oh man. Okay, so now we're gonna segue into what, Sandra? What's next?
We're gonna do a little holiday gift guide, which is something we drug out last year, which was a lot of fun. Just a little cutesy idea. You see a lot of these gift guides around this time of year, and we all thought, well, we can do that. So we each came up with a little something.
We did indeed. Our chat is hilarious, by the way. The Finnish money is called the skis.
It's called the skis. Perfect.
Says Todd. Also, he
Thanks,
says
Todd.
one skis is worth $1.32, which makes sense. The
Yeah,
skis is more valuable, of course, than the dollar.
Oh, that's a bummer.
That's not a bad exchange rate.
No, the ski is called Wanda. It says Hungry Boy. Yep.
Yeah.
Skeezy yet breezy, says Lewis.
Oh, what about Skeezy Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone?
There you go. Skeezy Potter.
That Potter is pretty skeezy.
He is pretty skeezy.
Oh, he's fine. It's his author that's skeezy, but yeah.
Oh, Jake's trying to get in right now. My cat Jake's trying to get in the door.
Jake!
He's sticking his head through.
Oh, baby Jake. I love
That's
him
funny.
so.
He's
Love
cute.
him.
Okay. What's
going
our
first?
gifts? I don't know. Who wants to go first?
I
I'll
go
go.
first with everything.
All right, I'll go.
Okay.
So the three of us, we rarely agree on movies, right? It's pretty rare that all three of us go like, "Oh yeah, we
I
love
don't
that
know.
movie." Right?
Tonight is kind of we did.
You know, that's well, 2 out of 3. Yeah, not bad. So anyway, my pick is a newer box set of Big Trouble in Little China. On the front, you've got the. Can you see that? Yeah, the Pork Chop Express. And then on the inside, I'll open up. I had it earlier. Now it doesn't want to open.
Jake.
There is a. So side A is the Pork Chop Express, and side B is Alley War, and it is a record. It's a 45.
And it's
Wow.
green.
And it's green. Yeah. Can't tell if you can see that or not.
We
Well,
can.
the pod people can't see it, so you need to describe it.
I'm bad at description, Sandra. You should know that about me.
Okay.
He's so skeezy.
There's
And then
Jake.
of course,
Hey, Jake.
you've got the I think it's like a 2-disc DVD. Side one has,
Meow,
wow. Hey there.
Jake is being aggressive.
He's going for it. Oh.
You've got the DVD, and then on disc 2, there's a whole bunch of interviews. Dean Cundy obviously is one of the interviewees. We love
Our
Dean
boy.
here at the Court Show.
Ew.
So yeah, so just a nice little fun.
And who
DVD,
releases that? Who releases release that?
I don't know.
I think that was
Fox?
Shout.
Or was it
I
Shout
think it was
Factory?
Shout Factory. I think one of their, I believe. I think
Scream Factory.
Scream
Scream
Factory. Yeah.
Factory.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that you get like a little something extra in there too.
Oh, extra, yeah. That little vinyl's pretty cool.
That is cool. Like,
Sweet.
yeah, I love
love
stuff like that. Oh, look
Yeah,
at
we-
on the back. There's art on both sides too,
Yep.
which is fun. Cool.
Awesome.
That's one of the hats, right? That one of
Yeah.
the elements are wearing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody could send me that gift. It was also just my birthday. So
That is true. 1 week of
Yeah.
35. How do you feel, by the way?
about the same.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Totes.
You want me to go
I'll
next?
go. No, I'm
You want-
going.
Okay.
No, I'm going. I'm going next, sir.
Oh,
You take
all
your
you.
aggressive cat and just. I'm just
get the
kidding.
skis out of here.
Jake is adorable. He just wanted to make a little debut on the show.
He did. He just wanted to say hi.
So I have promoted this individual before, and I will continue to do so. I've joked on Genre Junkies on my book podcast with producer Scott that we're like a church for this man. We can script for the church of my friend David Sodergren. He is an amazing, amazing horror writer in Scotland. He writes beautifully. He writes gross, wonderful things that are true love letters to horror fans because he is a real super intense horror fan himself, but he's a delightful, wonderful human being. He has a wonderful pug named Boris. You can find him on social media, Paperbacks and Pugs. If you want cosmic horror, we got that for you, brother. We got The Forgotten Island. Easy. Oh, you want a slasher with a lot of body horror? That's fine. We got Night Shoot for you. Thanks
Nice.
for asking. Oh, did you say that you love like Giallo? Jolly? Well, that's why we got Dead Girl Blues for you here. Look at that pulpy cover. Oh, what's that? You're like me and you love folk horror? Maggie's Grave, though.
Maggie's
David
grave.
Sodergren. David
Yes.
Sodergren, the best. Buy his
Awesome.
books and send them to everybody you know on your Yule list.
Your list of the Yule. Okay.
Yep.
That's awesome. And you
You're
guys know
welcome.
him personally, right?
Well, we've gotten to interview him a couple times. He's delightful.
Yes.
I like to
Nice.
say he's my friend, but he probably thinks of me more like a stalker.
A skeezy stalker.
Yeah. And that's, that's fine. That's like our little playful dynamic we have,
Right.
He tells me to go away. I don't go away. Yeah.
The sheriff serves you with a cease and desist
Right.
order.
And it's, it's hard to stalk somebody on a different continent, but
It is hard.
I
but
make it work.
You're getting good at it. You are.
Yeah, I do.
It's just the long distance plan makes all the difference. So as long as you're covered for the
And
all the
of
prank
course,
calls.
Boris is named for Boris Karloff. I should
Oh,
correct you.
awesome.
Oh,
Yes.
very cool.
So is he the one who's in Ireland?
Scotland.
Scotland. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Next island over. Sorry.
Close,
Close.
I know.
I was close.
but very different.
That's not it.
Don't
That's right,
make
exactly.
don't make the Irish and the Scottish people hate us like the French do now.
They can take away my skis, but they can't take away my freedom.
My
Okay.
skeesdom?
All right. So you guys aren't going to believe it. Scott, I think Scott is. Sandra, you need to go
Scott's-
check on Scott.
We broke him.
I know. He
No,
just checked
I
out. What
think-
happened to him?
I think he just jumped out the window.
Okay. The problem is he just broke a leg. He didn't die. So it's-
Compound fracture and
yeah, exactly.
eyeball trauma.
And eyeball trauma.
Yeah.
The bone from his leg poked his eyeball.
Right. Yeah.
Ah! It worked its
shot
way up.
It
Cannibal
broke the glass in
Holocaust.
his glasses, and the glass
Yeah.
shot in.
Cannibal Holocaust style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so you guys aren't going to believe this, especially Scott and Sandra, but my gift
God.
giving idea is a book.
You also did
A book.
My skis and heart.
a book? Yeah.
I did. If you guys are ready for this, Savini. Savini. Yes, this is like a table. What do you call this? A table.
Coffee table.
Coffee table book. Thank you. I can't even think of the terms. So.
This is
But-
a table. No, Neil, it's a
table.
book. That is called a book.
This is a table. Sexual chocolate.
Right? It's a booster seat for the table. What?
This is a table. This is a coffee table book. So it's thick and it's got lots of pictures. So I was able to look at them.
Love it. And we love
But-
Tom Savini.
We do.
We do
So
love Tom.
Yeah.
So this is basically it's like an autobiography, but it's got a crap load of pictures from his life. But it's not just a picture book of his special effects. He talks about his actual life, starting when he's a child, including some sexual abuse that happened to him, all the way up through, of course, everything we know about him as a makeup artist and director. It's a fabulous book, actually. It's came out, I think, last year in 2019 by Dark Ink Books. So you can go to darkinkbooks.com and or Amazon if you want to pick this
Wow.
thing up. I think the hardcover, like I have, is $60 right now, and they have a soft cover that came out recently for $40.
Wow.
But it's got tons. My issue, I got like one of the early release ones. It's got a signature from him, like a wet signature on it.
Nice.
But you can get them, obviously for I'm guessing they got them without. But it's got all kinds of great pictures in it of him as an actor and then doing special effects. But you can see there's a lot of words too. So Sandra, I had to read some.
I like it.
But again,
I
it's,
like
it's
it.
about him talking about his entire life, not just about makeup artistry, which of course we all know him for. So
Right.
I can see the light is shining on it, but
Yeah.
it's got pictures.
That's really cool that he did this
Nice.
kind of visual representation in like an autobiography. And of course, that he talks about those dark things that happen in his life. It just
Right.
really, it's like sharing that vulnerability, and that stuff really helps people. And you see just what an amazing success and beloved figure he is.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. I'm just showing you some more pictures here, but keep going. That's
But,
him in
and
the
no, it's
army.
just, oh my gosh, look how
Look
young.
at him. He's so young.
And and before some cosmetic procedures. And, yeah.
Yes. Before
Yeah.
the nose job. Before Disco
Yeah.
Boy nose job
Yeah.
that we know about.
Yep.
Anyway, but it's a great book, and it's if you want to learn more about Tom Savini, because I thought I knew everything about him, because I used to idolize this man when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. I had everything about him. I thought I knew everything about him, but when I got this book and started reading, I mean, again, when you get into what happened to him when he was a kid and so forth, I mean, it really opened my eyes, to learn more about a guy that influenced all of us horror fans, obviously, based on his breadth of work. So.
And
Anyway.
in his words too, in his
own words, yeah, absolutely.
with his pictures.
Yeah,
That's
so,
really cool.
Highly recommend that book for gifts of anyone who has for yourselves, if you want a Secret Santa yourself, or if you have any horror fans, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially
Look
in
at-
Sweden and the UK,
Don't forget France.
and maybe France.
Oh,
And then we have charities too, right?
oh yeah. You know what you should really do is give money to people. Not only give money, give your time. There's always something you can do for causes out there. Trust me. I know this
Yeah.
for sure. As somebody that works in the world of nonprofit, there is always something you can do, whether it's writing letters, donating. So we're all about giving back here at the Cult Show. And this is such a weird time to be alive. And it's just like, do something nice for other people, for animals, for causes that you care about. We wanted to kind of like have a little bit of on a serious note here at the Cult Show.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
No, there's a lot of people who need right now, for sure. So in this time of holiday giving, if you have time, or if you can't think of a present for someone, why not make a donation to some organization that needs help in that person's name? So
Absolutely.
that's always a really great gift as well. for me, I'm a huge supporter of the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. I've been working with them for many years now, both personally and then also through business. I support them by putting their trailers for their Thanks and Giving campaign every year on screen. I work with them every year to get the new trailers up, and I meet with them once a year, typically in the regular world, to go over what they're doing. And they're a great organization for sure. Provide a lot of help for a lot of kids who really are in a bad way. So, and then like Sandra, I usually try and do something for the animals when I can. Here locally in my area, whether it's a humane society type of thing or the local animal shelters, or now Forgotten Felines, because Forgotten Felines in Sonoma County is a very, very great organization who helps kitties in our county.
We love the cats. We love the cats. We've got Forgotten Felines. We've got Snap Cats. We've got Island Cat Rescue. I mean, there's lots of, like, in your area, if you're a cat lover like Neil and I are, there's lots of ways you can support them. Or dogs too. Guide Dogs for the Blind, Rocket Dog Rescue, Green Dog Rescue. Those are some local ones. Of course, the Humane Society. Those are incredibly important. I'm also a big fan of Make-A-Wish. When producer Scott and I got married, we told everybody, we're like, you don't get any stupid Jordan almonds or some weird crap. We took all that money that we were going to use for favors and we donated it. And we made it in people's names. And we're like, that's more important than junk. And we encourage people to do that instead of giving us gifts as well. RAIN is a great charity. If you're not familiar with them, check out RAIN online. I mean, got your local food bank. Like they need it so bad this year, you guys. Like look local, look global, look bigger. Books, donate books. I mean, God, there's so much you can do. There's so much you can do.
Yes, agreed. And like you said, in every which way. So whether it's and volunteering your time, if you don't have the money, understood by all means, but even volunteering some time at a food bank, absolutely.
Or whatever your cause is, somebody will put you to work doing something worthwhile. It's a little difficult right now in COVID, but
they will. People in our chat aren't paying attention right now.
Of course they're not.
They're going off on their own skeezy. Skeezy is taking over the chat. But
and also when the weather's nicer, I haven't gotten to do this with you guys, but I'm planning on dragging you out to clean up creeks and beaches with me. I have a collection of trash sticks and trash grabbers. You can choose if you want a grabber or a stabber, is what I tell people.
Okay.
Yeah, collect that trash and that recycling. That's a good way to help. That's free.
Yeah, count me in. We'll bring the kids.
Yeah.
We'll
put the little ones, give them the stabbers specifically.
Yeah. But keep them apart.
Well, anyway, we care.
Stabbed me in the eye again.
Paulie's scaring me with his trash stabber.
All right. Yeah. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Thanks, guys. So, I guess does that wrap up? And then next week we're back together again, right? For we're doing not a special, I guess, but we're gonna kind of bring it down a notch. Less skis, more please. So
we're gonna have would we say a end of the year reflection fireside chat.
Yes.
Sort of thing. If you have any questions you want to ask us about whatever, movies, music, media, charitable organizations,
lipstick, hair dye,
skeezy
bald
people,
spots. I know a lot about bald spots.
She knows a lot about that. Whatever, you can start thinking of some questions. You can send them in to us or join us next week, and we'll do some Q&A as well in our fireside chat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Jeez. Hungry boy. Okay. Hungry boy says, fuck Mary skis. At the end of the game at the end. There you go.
I don't know how one skis is as a verb. but we will find out.
Do you
Uh,
guys remember, like, in the 80s where
No.
skeezer was like a derogatory in rap music? Skeezer was like a derogatory name for women.
No.
Mm-mm.
But I'm a dirty childless millennial. I wasn't around then, so I can't
This is like
speak on Skeezer.
early 80s, probably. Well, God, now I can't remember, but at some point, skeezer was
Isn't
maybe New Jack City era, whatever
You know,
that
I
was.
like that skis is gender neutral. I like that anybody could be skeezy.
Yeah,
Isn't-
well, and we should put that out there. We are
Yeah.
not associating with.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just don't be skeezy.
Skeezy. It's male, female, and everything on the outside and the inside. Yeah,
Yeah.
There's no
Just
gender
don't-
to this.
It's not easy being skeezy.
There you go.
that was said earlier, believe it or not. Someone mentioned that earlier.
Oh, well,
Um,
see, I am like the people of the pod where I cannot see the chat.
I understood.
So,
You're right. You're right.
Yes.
Hungry Boy says, sadly, in the 80s, it was a descriptor for teen ladies.
Ew.
His drama class girlfriend was called Skeezy. She was hot.
Wow.
So there you go.
What
And
an
Lewis
odd-
remembers that vaguely.
Cool.
Skeezer,
Cool.
Mark says from Pismo says Skeezer Pleaser was the title to an album by rap group UTFO. There you go.
There you go.
Sir. Wow, I don't know how I feel about skeezy now. Now skeezy feels like
Wasn't Skeezer a band in the 90s?
Are you thinking of Weezer?
Weezer.
oh, it's sweet. Neil
Weezer.
forgets things.
I was... wah, wah. Oh, fuck. All right. Quick. Roll the credits, guys.
Bye.
All right. Both Marks, peace out. Todd, thanks for being here. Hungry Boy, Lewis, Mindy, and Laura.
Michael.
Macy. Thanks for being here. Michael, of course. We love you guys. No one is skeezy in our group.
No.
Goodbye.
Bye.